It's Saturday and after hours, and we just finished an awesome Tim Philly, but we're bringing you the Blackstone Bourbon Berry Lemonade. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and hit that bell. We were looking and we're trying to find a cocktail that we could make on a Blackstone griddle. And magically, this video popped up from Blackstone themselves of a Bourbon Berry Lemonade. And it looked super good, and that's what we're gonna be making today.
It did look good.
Yeah, it really did. So the first step is to turn your griddle on high heat. Now they did say you could do it on a burner itself, but the whole point was to try and make a cocktail on the griddle. And the first ingredients are berries. So we've got some blackberries.
Very good.
And some raspberries. And we're just adding them to our saute pan, or really a saucepan actually. And some brown sugar. Honey, which is a little cold, so it's gonna take me a second to get this out of here. Oh my goodness, come on. Ugh. Funny if I threw it across the room.
I was thinking that exact same thing.
All right, and we're doing about a tablespoon and a half because we're doing a half recipe. Down below, you'll have the full recipe though. So there's that. And our next ingredient is bourbon. So we're doing bullet bourbon, and we need 1 whole cup of this. Let's get this in there. Here we go. Now this recipe, you could make it to order, which I don't suggest because it's kind of a lot if you're gonna make this syrup to order for a drink. You don't really wanna do that. So your best option is to go ahead and pre-batch your syrup and our lemon juice that we're gonna make in a second, so that you can, if you really want to, mix just the juices and the syrup with your bourbon to order, right? Or you could just mix it all up inside of a pitcher and let people pour their own drinks. But like Blackstone said, I think his name's CJ in the video, it's really fun to let your guests stir the cocktail.
It's pretty.
It really is super pretty. And now, really all we're doing is cooking this down. We've got our griddle on high heat, so we're making some syrup, and we'll be back. After 18 minutes, our syrup is looking mighty syrupy. And just a quick note on that, we kind of tested his theory on it only taking 10 minutes. Now for us, it took us about 4 minutes to get the actual syrup to be rolling. And then it took us about 18 more minutes to really get it reduced by the 2/3 he was saying. But all we gotta do now, we gotta take our syrup and we gotta strain it down into another container. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Really screwing up this cutting board.
Yeah, you should have remember to put something down underneath it.
Yeah, well.
Unless you want to dye purple stuff.
Yeah, well, we dyed this cutting board purple, that's for sure. And we're just gonna kind of push these down, just make sure we got all the juice out. And let me tell you, this smells really good. And I tasted it too on the break, and it tastes exactly how I thought it was going to. Delicious.
It would be good on pancakes.
Yeah, it really would. That's what originally they made this recipe for, was for pancakes. And we'll also link their videos down in the description as well to both of those videos. But now that we have our berry syrup ready, bourbon berry syrup, we're gonna move on to getting our caramelized lemon juice. First thing we gotta do though, we gotta turn our griddle down to medium heat, and we gotta dry off our lemons. Let's get some paper towels. Now, not only did we cut 6 lemons in half, we also cut another lemon for some garnish wheels. And you just want to take this, just make sure that they're dry on the top, just like that. Just want to do it. Don't have to be too precise on it. You just got to make sure they're dry so you can get a nice caramelization. Okay, now that you've got your lemons dried and your fingers are lemony, we're going to put a little bit of oil on our Blackstone. We're just using some Pam though. Oh, that's funny. Now we take our lemons and just put them right on here, just like that. You just want to get them all on here, and take our garnish wheels and do those bad boys too. That's probably going to take about a minute, 2 minutes per side. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to flip them over and kind of get the outsides, because we're really trying to get the cell structure, like CJ had said, to kind of break down a little bit so we get more juice out of them. So we'll be back. 2 minutes went up, and we went ahead and flipped them over. And they're looking mighty caramelized, I will say, and it smells really good too. So we set another timer for 2 minutes. Okay, lemons are ready. Now we've got to juice them. Let's get our juicer and our strainer and our tongs and get juicing. We're just gonna take it, plop them right in there. We're gonna squeeze it, just like that. And it does actually have to, oh. It's, I almost got in my eye.
That's trash smell good.
Whoa. Now, I want to give you a tip. When you're juicing those lemons, don't look at the juicer because they sprayed everywhere. We did a little cleanup before we came back. So now we're just gonna make our bourbon berry cocktail.
Yeah, the Bourbon Berry Lemonade.
So let's get our highball glasses. We're gonna make 1 cocktail and 1 lemonade. So in the cocktail, we're doing 2 ounces of bullet bourbon. Let's go ahead and put that in there. There we go. 1, 2. And we're also adding 2 ounces of lemon juice. What do you think is the best way to really try and pour this, or? I'm probably gonna make a mess if I do this.
Oh my.
Alrighty, 2 ounces of lemon juice, our caramelized lemon juice. 1, 2, and then in our other glass, we're gonna start there. 1 and 2, just like that. And now our berry syrup, bourbon berry syrup. 2 ounces of this as well. Ooh. That's nice and syrupy.
Should have put the ice in first.
Oh, you're right. It's all right. We're just doing it a little different. Okay, now once you have your lemonade, bourbon, and syrup in there, we're gonna add ice.
You should have put the ice in first, because then you would have had the layers. You would have put your bourbon, your lemon juice, your tonic, and then drizzled about 1 ounce that berry stuff.
Now, once you have your ice in there, we're gonna top it off with some tonic. And we're just about ready. So here we go. Just gonna try and do that same kind of separation on top by pouring it just a little slowly on top, just like that. See, there we go. And on our lemonade, of course, it's gonna have a little more tonic. So you're probably gonna see a better separation in this one. See, nice, pretty separation like that. And last thing we gotta do is some garnish. So we've just got some berries on some toothpicks and our lemon wheels, just like that. There we go. All right, come on, let's try these. I'm itching to taste these. I think it's gonna be super yummy.
They look pretty.
I do.
It's a little early for alcohol for me.
I don't blame you, but I do wanna, yeah, probably it's a little easier without the garnish. Let's see.
That's.
Ooh, yeah. That would be very refreshing on a summer day.
non-drinkers.
Yeah,
That's quite a
try
little
this.
mocktail.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The boozy one is better.
The boozy one's better, but this would be
good.
perfect for your kids, or you know, if it's you're not really wanting to drink, or if you don't drink, this would be perfect too.
Yeah, that'd be good. That is
Yeah.
pretty tasty.
It really is. So I would say Blackstone did a pretty good job on this
Yeah.
recipe.
Well,
Now,
when you have a griddle, you can make a drink.
yeah, exactly. Now, if I would have followed exactly the building steps on the cocktail itself, it would have looked a little bit different, and you could have had fun and stirred it up a little more, but it doesn't affect the flavor.
No, it
It's
still tastes great.
still a delicious drink. So highly suggest you try it. And don't forget, drink responsibly.
So I'm having the non-alcoholic.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna make a mess if I do this.
Oh my, nervous.
Yeah.
Even see that. Jesus. Goodness.